Hey there, Jacob. Again, overall, love where you're starting with everything. Looks like in that deep squat, a little bit of tightness in through that thoracic spine, a touch of folding. You save it with good shoulder range of motion, so that's good, easy to clean up. Not necessarily tight hamstrings, but the hip hinge looks a little tight, which yes, it'll go back to that, but we'll clean that up as well. And then the last thing being with the seated rotation, how much can you turn alike, how much you can move up and through here. But when that bar is behind there, really limited on allowing the scapula to move and work correctly. What we're going to do is run through how to clean those up, do those every day. We're going to kick over to a little strength and power with that, do that every other day. Okay, so to start, 2 sets of 10. We are going to start with deep squats, heels up with the arm lift, very straightforward exercise. We're going to need a half foam roller, you're going to need a stability ball, later on we're going to need a medicine ball, and then a resistance band or cable cross depending on where you're going. Deep squat, heels up, feet shoulder width apart, heels elevated. What I want you to do is squat down. You can notice that that back just looks like it's sliding straight down the wall. From there, I want you to lift up that arm, pushing it back as far as you can, no rotation. Same on the other side, both up, push them back as you stand up. That would be 1. You would drop down and repeat for that set of 10, okay? Moving over, I want you to, I'll get closer so you can sort of see this. I want you to get up against the wall, okay? So the wall's gonna be here. I want the arms as well as the hands to be touching. We're going to leave all that nice and flat, so no arching. And I want that to drive and drag up the wall. It'll be easy to about here. You'll start to feel it getting a little tight. Keep pushing, back down. We're just working up and down, doing field goals. That's going to help out with a little of that extension, but making those scapula do their job a little different than what they're used to, which leads over to that rotation that we're talking about. For a little bit more of the extension, a very straightforward cobra. You're down onto the ground. You can have the hands either in front or behind, but from here, lifting up, trying to extend as much as you can with that upper thoracic spine, trying to work it into extension, battling a lot of sitting and rounded shoulders, okay? Over to the toe touches. Again, extremely straightforward. We have toe touches, toes up. This is going to manipulate that hamstring a little bit. We'll feel it down to the Achilles a little bit more, lower calf. Nice, smooth motion. Hold just for a second. Back up. Try to really push yourself each time. Go a little lower. The one that's going to help you a ton is going to be whenever we do our heels up. So as I go down, this forces me, so I don't fall over, to stick my butt out and almost go through a bowing motion, and then I can go down, okay? Those are the ones that I absolutely love. Try to do every day. It'll really hit that hamstring, make it do its job, okay? On to reach backs with the arm pinned. So what we're going to do is I want that arm to here. Now if you can't get that high, it's not a big deal, but get it behind. We're going to go down into all fours here. Rotate down. Big rotation up towards the ceiling. You may feel limited, you probably will be, but try to get that as open as we can. Same thing on the other side, okay? The last one that we're going to do is get a nice little weight. Doesn't have to be heavy. We're going to get seated on the ball, hold this out, and I want you to make as big of a turn as you can. I want you to isolate the hips, meaning I don't want to see the knees moving. I don't want you leaning to the side. That's the other big thing. So you can see that I'm nice and straight, keeping it nice and high, and I'm not going this way, okay? Nice big turn, hold for a second, and back. Those are going to be the exercises that help clean up the few little issues that you had. Now it's time to go over to what everybody's after and enjoys more, the strength and power. I've got a resistance band because it's handy. If you're going to be in the gym, you can use a cable machine. It's whatever's comfortable, what you want to do to start with is we're going to go into a half kneel. And I just want you to do a nice little chop, okay? So I'm from here, going over. Again, here we're going to isolate this lower body. It's a nice and smooth motion, really working that core. Stay nice and tall. Run through, we're going to do 2 sets of 8 on these, okay? So you switch over and go the other side. A very generic but good exercise is going to be our golf throws, okay? So I'm going to do it this way. Use a 10-pound ball for this one. Get set up in your golf posture. Take it back as you go back. Think about whatever it is you're working on your swing. I love for all my players to turn, load into the right foot, back into that right heel. Really work on this hip going back. This allows for the chest to stay down. Work on that shoulder plane. Back to here. Down and through. Same thing, exaggerate that posture. Don't throw and come up. Throw and stay down through it. But what we're after is making each one of those throws go as far as they can, okay? Form being very important, but again, mark off where each one is, try to throw the next one a little bit further, okay? Go back and forth between those 2 exercises to finish out the set. Then we're going over back to our band, and now we're going to do a lift. So this is just anchored low. This is going to be a lot of resistance to be in this camera frame, but before it was isolated nice and smooth. Here I want you to break this band, rip it off, whatever it is with that weight stack. I'm really going to drive, open up, and pull with that band, okay? So that I'm in through there. Now, I'd like for you to go as high as you can. I've got too much resistance on this band, but really pull and fire, okay? The intensity is going to be huge, and that's going to be key. Both sides, we're then over to a 1-arm snatch. If you're not comfortable with the snatch, you're not familiar with it, we get set up. I want you to drop down, back's nice and straight. You shouldn't have any problems with that. We're coming up. I want you to fire with those legs hard enough that in this pull motion here, it's weightless and it goes straight up over your head, okay? Again, if you need a little tutorial on that, I have a YouTube video on the snatch. Watch that. Especially since you're coming back. I know everything you say is fine. Be cautious and careful. I'm using a 12-pound right now. Work your way up. It's not going to be necessarily how much weight you can do. It's more about how forcefully you can do that weight, okay? So a lot of players want to do 135 pound. That's not necessary for what we're trying to do at this point. So nice and smooth, be careful, be cautious, train smart. Again, we're trying to get you better, not get you hurt. Done with the snatch, go back, do that lift again, and then back to the snatch. Last little set is with our medicine ball. We're gonna do an overhead throw. So I want you to get it from here. We're down just like the snatch, coming up. It goes up and over the head, okay? So very quick, hard, forceful. You'll need some high ceilings. Again, throw it as far as you can. Jog down, lunge down, whatever you want to do, down back to the ball if you don't have a partner, throw it back, all right? Last but not least, squat jumps, get set. I want you down, jumping as high as you can, a nice quiet landing, get set and rebound, jump straight back up. We want them as high as you can take it, we want them as fast as you can with a quiet landing. Same thing, be safe. If at any point anything even begins to hurt, don't push through it. That's one of the silly things people do. Stop immediately, move on to something else, let me know, we can always substitute back in. Again, we're trying to get you into better shape, not get you hurt. Let me know if you have any questions.